Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I will be talking about AMD. Today was kind of an interesting day. You know, we see it kind of break the support level at 117.57 and it falls all the way down to about 117.14. And I want to talk about the stock because we've seen some of the lowest points within a week. 113.23 is something that was expected, but something that's something we have to give and take with the stock market. Okay, we have to take the fact that the stock gave us the opportunity of 130, right? And we want more. Okay, in the market, you always want to make sure you take profit when the time is right. Okay, because there's going to be other opportunities always available. Now, when this play went to 130, I had 135, 140, 150 in my mind. Now, and I'm with that confidence, I'm buying dips. Even right here, I'm still buying dips, right? Now, the growth is so slow and it's so volatile that when I look at my portfolio, I'm big on NVIDIA. I'm an NVIDIA shareholder, right? I have one dividend stock, and I've been looking around and I came up with this, okay? I want to sell AMD, but I want to sell on a profit, which can totally happen, okay? February 4th is earnings. So we have a few days, less than a week till we have earnings. It's very important to keep that in mind, okay? I want you guys to be on your charts. Use something like TradingView to to have AMD in your portfolio. If you go here, you see these big red candles and you should be buying at certain levels, right? They have our earnings report that is coming up. And I want you guys to realize they do not pay dividends. So this is not a stock that you can, you can create passive income with, and you can create, income month to month. So if you have a play in your portfolio where you're not earning any type of dividends month to month or quarterly, it gets very concerning when you're just holding these stocks 3 to 4 months and they're literally not doing anything for you. And I realized that, and I have one good dividend stock. I want another good dividend stock, whether that's Walmart, whether that's Shell. Okay, now they have earnings report in 5 months, and you can add this to your calendar. I'm using TradingView, but I want you guys to realize, example is IBM. It produces a very strong earnings and their stock jumps. IBM is a stock. I want you guys to look at this, okay? Let's look at their stock. They're again a technology software stock, right? And they do IT services, right? Up 12% today. Look at this big push up. I want you guys to see they end at 228.63. Okay, they kind of they're plateauing, right? And they have this big push up 15% within a day. Tech stocks are so volatile. They're so volatile, but they can produce many opportunities for you to retire, to make crazy income, right? 16% on, $5,000, $10,000. You can take that profit and you can do a couple things with a couple $1,000s. Now, I want you guys to realize, again, 2.92 dividend yield, okay? And it's not a bad dividend yield, right? But if you want a year to year, month to month, you want to earn good passive income, find a substitute, okay? Now, if you compare this to something like AMD that has earnings coming up, you can only hope for better, okay? Look at the news articles, okay? IBM rallies nearly 14%, heads for best day ever on strong earnings. Earnings means the company reported their financial statements. It's basically me going to work, right? And I get my little pay stub, and that pay stub is $2,000, $3,000, right? You're gonna want to keep going to work, keep getting money, right? That's the psychologically how people look at investing. A company is doing really good financially, and they're like, oh my God, they just pulled in $500 million. What are investors gonna do? They're gonna want to put some money down in the company. So what did people do when they saw that, right? 3 million, 2 million, 100,000, 200,000, 2,000, 3,000, right? You have a lot of people piling up their money, and this gives the stock a big push up like this. Now, this can happen a lot of times with stocks like Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA. We've seen a lot of it with NVIDIA, right? Sometimes even Jensen, the CEO, coming on and talking about it. So what can we expect, okay? We can expect AMD back at 129, 130, 132, and that's where I'm going to sell. Let me tell you why, okay? My goal is to switch to a safer investment, okay? NVIDIA is too volatile. AMD is not as consistent, okay? I wanted if AMD was able to if it was able to maintain at least a bottom of 119, 120, I would not be selling this stock in the next week or so. But if you see a bottom where it's 117 and then the weekly low is 113, 115, 114, right? That's too much volatility. I want a safer growth stock that's going to grow in the next few months. But the only safe option I have is Shell or Walmart. I'm already getting Nvidia. Okay, so I want you guys to realize what I'm doing here. Okay, take profit. Always grow based on market conditions. We all know tech stocks are volatile. DeepSeek was a good example. We see Nvidia with one of the biggest drop-offs ever, right? We go on. Let's go on. Let's go on here. Okay, let's see Nvidia's drop-off, right, within 5 days. Let's see. I want you guys to realize. That this drop-off, right? We have 124 here, right? But this stock was all the way up here, okay? I have some of these levels down because I want you to realize this stock, the way this stock dropped, okay? If you see these many red candles, this is a sign that you need to make a safer investment. Okay, and not every investment should be your money's always fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why people want to sell Nvidia. Okay, you want something Nvidia 4 to 3 years ago. I mean, that's something you want to be invested in 4 to 3 years ago. But look at this, we're up at 141, right? Then we just have a huge fall off all the way down to 124, 122, right? That's too much. That's too much of a fall off. That's not something you really want. So you need to realize, have them in your portfolio, but also have some safe investments. A safe investment like Shell or Walmart at $96 is a very good investment. Now Shell, let's look at Shell. Okay, ticker symbol, right here. Okay, it's called Shell, ticker symbol SHEL. Okay, their volume is 6 million. Okay, not as crazy. They have a dividend yield of 4.25%. Nvidia does not pay good dividends, so even if you want to make it your long term, you got to make sure you have a certain type of passive income generating from that long term investment. Okay, you don't want to make a long term investment and you're getting a dividend yield of 0.02%. It's great the company's revenuing over billions of dollars, right? But you have to realize, you got to look out for yourself. The CEO, the workers for Nvidia and other tech companies, they're eating well, right? But a stock like this with 4.25 dividend yield and they have decent earnings, and they pay out quarterly, or they pay out at a very consistent rating. It's a good sign to buy. Okay, I want you guys to look at Shell's. Look at their graph. Okay, you don't see a lot of price changes. You see a lot of big candles, right? You go to 66.9 to 66.10 to 66.05, right? That is a good sign. That means this is somewhat of a consistent stock. You always want to see stocks like these on your long-term portfolios, and you just want to grow them, right? 100, 200, 200, 200, 200. Grow these stocks out. Something like Nvidia, I'm thinking Nvidia is a day trading. It's a day trading stock or a swing trading stock, right? And Walmart at 96. I always love Walmart. It's just, this company is never going to run out of business. Okay, $1 billion company. I mean, big company, right? People of this company are of this organization are billionaires, right? Their family's billionaires, right? But they also have decent dividend yield, 1% and you can always grow the stock. The stock is going to go back up to 150 by the end of 2026. Mark my words. Okay. Shell has a really good dividend yield, and it is a consistent stock. This would be a good 3-year hold for me. Okay, as you know, I don't like to hold individual stocks for too long. Only ETFs are getting held for 8+ years, 10+ years, right? Any other stock, I don't believe in holding in companies more than 3 years. I'm sorry, I'm not that type of guy, right? It's just, now if it's something like Shell where they're growing and growing and growing, and if I'm up 200-300%, I'm gonna end up taking profit. Okay, because I'm on my toes always. I'm always on my toes when a company or an organization is doing so good, right? Because it's always going to be a pullback. So why not take profit and reinvest at the pullbacks, so you can flip some more money and have more money going into your pockets, right? So for example, take Nvidia as one of those big examples where we were up at 145, 135. Everybody's hoping for 160, 170 sooner or later, but you have a big drop off to 115, 116, and now everybody's like, dang, right? So realize you need to take profit when it's necessary, right? I just wanted to make you guys aware of AMD, having hope in AMD, but switching over to a stock like Shell, switching over to a stock like Walmart, because they pay out to their shareholders. Dividend yield is them basically giving you money, okay, a little bit of money from the profit they make, because you're a shareholder, because you hold a few shares, you hold a couple shares, right? They're gonna pay you money out, and that's known as consistent passive income. Okay, so that's a good long-term investment. Doing something like Nvidia, it's not the greatest long-term investment, because you're not getting as much dividends. You're not making so much on dividends. That is a big part. That's like you're selling houses, but you just have properties, but you're not really earning rent on those properties. You don't have people living in there, and you're not earning passive income while you're sitting in your second house that's paid off for. Okay, so build passive income with your long terms. AMD has hope to 130, 132, but I'm getting out of it. Okay, I wanna sell Nvidia on a profit as well, and I kind of want to take my profits there and go back in around 125, 128 with Nvidia, make some more money there and kind of remake from my losses I've made. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Please keep these safe investments in your portfolio. We're trying to build wealth. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, there's nothing known as get rich quick. If you want to do that, go buy some lottery tickets at the gas station. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.